After a rainy Saturday, a gorgeous Sunday in the Pocono Mountains. We're in Long Pond, Pennsylvania, just past the halfway mark of the Pennsylvania 500.
Well, all right, for our young fans, we'll try to do that. Down in the truck, let's cue the duck.
Time for our Aflac trivia question. Who was the last driver to sweep both races at one track from the pole in the same season?
Well, this is not a Busch race, so the answer wouldn't be Harry Gant.
No. I don't think you have to go back that far for this. Let's find out. Jeff Gordon on the short track at Martinsville.
3 years ago.
Our Aflac trivia question. There's Gordon running in the 7th spot. And he's about 8.5 seconds behind that rocket ship, Denny Hamlin. More from Alan.
I just think, you know, things are going well when you get these momentary panics in the race that turn out to be just fine. A couple minutes ago, Denny Hamlin was talking on the radio, and there wasn't a response from his race team. And he came back on the radio a second later and said, "Curtis," calling his spotter, Curtis Markham, "do you hear me?" And Curtis said, "Yeah, I just didn't understand what you said." He said, "Don't do that to me." He's worried he'd lost radio contact with the team. You know, I suppose you can relate to this, Benny and Wally. When things are going so well, you're waiting for something to go wrong.
No question about it.
Yeah.
The car's that good. You want some conversation?
Yeah.
Well, he's not doing it. He's kind of bored out there right now. But yeah, every little thing you think is a major problem.
Check out this blue deuce of Kurt Busch. Closing on the back of Jeff Burton.
Alan, more on Kurt.
Yeah, just the last radio traffic from Kurt to his pit, Bill. Just that he feels the car is very good. They're in good shape. They didn't make any changes on the last pit stop. And his crew chief, Roy McCauley's telling him they're running the same lap times as the leader, Denny Hamlin, as of a few laps ago. So Kurt's hanging in there. Remember, he finished second here about 6 weeks ago.
15 career wins, 4 top 5s in the last 6 races here for Kurt Busch.
And I think Burton's had enough of Kurt Busch on his rear bumper. He's going to go ahead. I'll follow you for a while.
Kurt Busch got a big week coming up. He is getting married this weekend.
And I asked him about that Friday after his qualifying run, what he was going to do on the off week.
Oh man, I got this crazy deal going on. I'm supposed to be getting married, and it's just been that much fun putting all that together and seeing Eva work with things and trying to pick things. And I've taken a back seat role, except for like when we go to Daytona and Talladega and they hold up that restrictor plate. I bring that into the wedding cost every now and then for Eva. So that's going to be fun to do that this weekend. You know, we're doing it on NASCAR schedule. She wanted a summer wedding, and here we go.
And our best of luck to Kurt and his fiance next weekend. Greg Biffle on pit road. Matt.
Locked him up on his entry. Biffle came on the radio, Bill, a lap and a half ago and said, "I believe I have a tire going down, possibly the right front." The 2 corners before, he said the car just would not turn. He'd been fighting a tight condition, which had progressively been getting worse and worse. As they come around to the left side, remember, Biffle had just jumped back into the top 10 in the championship standings last week. For only the 3rd race this year, after a tough start, they're going to take a look at that right front, check the pressures, and see indeed if that was the case.
You're right, Matt. Came in off the 3rd place finish at Loudon.
But I think he's going to go a lap down. Here comes the leader. Yep. If the caution were to come out, he would be eligible for the lucky dog, but
See if he can run them down, though, with 4 fresh tires.
I don't think so.
Don't think so? Not even with 4 fresh ones?
Don't believe so.
Well, he needed 4 fresh tires after this.
Getting everything he can get, trying to get to the line. Actually locked up the rear tire.
Yeah, you're right. Tony Stewart has marched his way up to 9th. Was penalized early in the race for aggressive driving, an incident that involved contact with Clint Boyer and Carl Edwards.
But when he got to 9th spot, he's kind of stopped there. He's about the same speed as Jamie McMurray, the guy in 8th position, but haven't been able to gain too much on him here lately. Dave?
And
real disappointed with the car right now, Benny, and you guys have talked about it being a great race car. It's just that when it's back in traffic like this, it is a little bit tight. It doesn't handle correctly. They'd like to be out in front of everybody, and they work a little bit better out there. But right now, he's just not gotten any further than 9th, like you said.
Closing in on Jamie McMurray in the 8th spot. Then Jeff Gordon would be next. Denny Hamlin leads Kurt Busch by 3.3 seconds here at Pocono. Looking to sweep the 2 races at the Pocono Speedway this year.